Janice, I just picked up Millie like you asked me to. She's in my room finishing her homework right now.
Thanks, Nancy. If only I didn't have my part-time job, I would have went to pick her up myself. Sorry, I'm depending on you too much.
No, sis, I understand. I'm off today, and I have plenty of free time. So, don't worry too much about it.
Thanks so much. I'll go pick her up after I finish my work. I think it's going to take me a few hours, so can you look after her?
No problem. Millie is a really good girl. You can always depend on me.
I can't thank you enough, Nancy. You've been so nice to me, but look at me. I haven't been able to do anything in return.
Don't worry, I know you're busy. I bet Millie also understands about your work.
It's already been a year since I remarried your brother. But Millie and I are not really close yet, to be honest.
Really?
Sadly, yes. I suddenly became a mother of an elementary school child, and I don't know how to treat her as my daughter.
You look like a great mother to me. I think you're worrying too much.
Thanks. That makes me feel confident. But you know, we're not blood related. To be honest, I started my part-time job to escape reality. I'm being selfish, depending on you to look after her.
I completely understand. I know it feels awkward without a blood relation. Don't worry about me, okay? I like to spend time with Millie.
You're a great aunt, Nancy. I really admire your personality. You're straightforward and honest. I want to be just like you.
It's just who I am. I tend to act before I think. There's nothing about me to admire, Janice.
No. I want to act before I think like you. I know I should take more action for the better. And to stop escaping reality, ignoring the problems I face. I guess it's my personality. I can't help but think too much. I don't know what's the best action to take.
I don't know how much of a help I can be because I've never been in your position. But I think the fact that you think too much shows how much you care for Millie.
Me? Really?
Even though you're not blood related, you care for Millie, like her real mother. It might take some time to bond with Millie, but I think you'll be a great mother. I bet Millie also feels the same.
I hope so. I'm sorry. I feel like I talk too much.
No, it's fine. I'm always here for you, Janice. So, don't think too much, okay? I think it's hard sometimes to talk about these matters with my brother. You can always rely on me.
Thanks, Nancy. Oh, I'm glad to have a sister like you. I'll go back to work now. Oh, by the way, can you look after Millie this weekend as well? I think I'm asking too much, but hopefully you understand.
It's okay. I'm planning to spend this weekend at my parents' house. So I won't be the only one taking care of Millie. Work hard. I'm rooting for you.
Thanks. Please take good care of Millie. Hello, Nancy. How's Millie? Is she being a good girl?
Yep, there's nothing to worry about. She's been a good girl as always. Are you on break right now?
Yeah, I'm taking a break. I've not been able to look after Millie recently, so it makes me worry that she might be making a fuss about it.
Don't worry. Millie really looks mature for her age. She's a very responsible girl.
I guess it's because both my husband and I are busy with work. We don't have enough time to take care of her. I guess she matured early.
Yeah, you're really busy with work. And my brother's also a workaholic. Thanks for supporting my brother, Janice.
I know he's working hard to support our living. I'm the one who's thankful for your brother, Nancy.
But my brother's not that young anymore. I personally think he should take some time off. He should spend more time with his beautiful young wife.
Oh, Nancy, you're praising me too much. And you're younger than me. How old are you? He's pretty older than you, isn't he?
Yeah, he can be my father, considering our age gap. My parents were really surprised when they got pregnant with me. They couldn't believe it.
It's really a miracle. Oh, I hope I get to give birth to his baby too. I'm not rushing or anything, but in the future, I wish I get pregnant.
Millie's gonna be a big sister then! You're about the same age as me, so I think you're perfectly capable to give birth.
Well, it's a bit awkward because Millie won't exactly be blood related with her sibling. When I give birth, I hope you take good care of our baby like you did of Millie.
Hopefully my brother is less busy when you give birth.
I doubt that. It might be better for him to stay busy, because I would also have to take care of him too if he's at home. It'll be pretty tiring.
That's true.
Oh, Nancy, I'm sorry. Someone just called me. Do you mind if I take the call?
No problem, go on.
Nancy, what am I going to do? I got a call from the hospital. My husband, he got into an accident.
Huh? My brother, you mean?
Someone nearby called the ambulance, and now he's at the hospital. They just told me to come to the hospital as soon as possible. Should I go? But I still have work to complete. My break will be over in a few minutes. And you've been looking after Millie for me. I have to go pick her up.
They'll understand if you tell them what's going on. It's an emergency. I'll look after Millie, so don't worry. Go and check your husband, quick! It's an emergency. Don't worry about us.
Okay. I'm sorry. I think I panicked because it was all so sudden.
I get it. You should get to the hospital as soon as possible. Don't worry too much about your work for now. You should check on my brother and hope for the best.
That's true. Thanks, Nancy. I'll be on my way now. Please take good care of Millie while I'm away.
Hi, Janice. How are you doing? Have you been sick? Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to pick Millie up. I had to organize my husband's stuff at home, and I've been pretty busy recently.
No, it's okay. I never expected my brother to pass away so suddenly. I'm also really shocked with what happened. I bet it requires time to process your feelings.
Yes. I never expected it. There's so many emotions to process.
Janice, don't worry about Millie. We'll take care of her for you. My parents are willing to help too. We'll be sure to take good care of her. I know you're sad, but don't get too depressed, okay?
Thanks for your consideration. I hope you take good care of her. I bet she's also trying to process the fact that she lost her father and mother at the same time. She'll feel better as the time passes.
Huh? What do you mean? You're her mother. You're still alive. She hasn't lost her mother.
I thought you said you would look after Millie. So I'm gonna ask you to look after her for the rest of your life. I'm gonna get remarried soon. I'll give her to you.
Wait a minute. What are you saying? You're getting remarried? And what did you just say about Millie? You don't make any sense.
Why? Millie's not my real daughter. We're not blood related. So why would I have to look after her now that her father's passed away and there's no connection between us? I don't need a daughter who's not even blood related when I get remarried.
Janice, you really don't make sense. Your husband just passed away a few weeks ago. We just had his funeral the other day. Are you already getting remarried?
Nancy, did you really think I loved your brother? He's way older than me. He's about the same age as my dad. How can I love someone so old?
But you've been a great mother. And you were also a great wife supporting my brother all the time. Have you been acting?
Oh, not really. I was always considerate of him. I'm not going to inherit more than $500 million. Did you know that, Nancy?
Inherit? So what? That's no big deal.
It's a big deal. I married him so that I can inherit all of his money. I've been acting to be his ideal wife, waiting for this day.
You got to be kidding. It's true that my brother is older than you, but he's still in his 40s. If he didn't get into an accident, he wouldn't have passed away so young.
Exactly. I also thought our marriage would last longer, so remarrying was never part of my plan. I thought I would have broken up with my boyfriend by the time my husband died.
Janice? Does that mean you've been cheating on him? I thought you were busy with work. Did you even have time to have an affair with someone else?
Do you really think I would work when my husband is so rich? That was all a lie. I had to ask you to look after Millie while I spent time with my boyfriend. My part-time job was a lie to make you look after her.
I can't believe it. So you've been seeing your boyfriend. Well, I took care of Millie.
Yep. You've been a great sister-in-law, Nancy. It was really easy to maintain my relationship. Thanks for your help.
Janice! How can you do this to us? That's totally unforgivable! How can you betray your husband and your daughter like this?
I think I've been a great wife and mother. My husband never realized I was cheating on him until he died. That proves how much of a good wife I have been to him.
How about Millie? How would she feel if you left her? Her father just passed!
I don't care. She's not my problem. I'm not a real mother. To be honest, I've never taken care of her at home. She won't even realize I left her.
You never planned to become her mother. I doubt you've ever thought Millie as your daughter.
It was easy to hide my affair because your brother was always busy with work. And I was really lucky that he passed away so early. Thanks to his death, I can even remarry my boyfriend. I guess he existed just to marry me and leave me all of his money.
You're a terrible person. I feel so stupid believing you all this time.
Well, it's your fault you believed in me. Don't blame everything on me. You're annoying. It's too late to get angry anyways.
What do you mean?
I already sold the house. And I got rid of all his stuff that would make me money. I'm getting ready to remarry my boyfriend.
How come you've done all of this already?
Now I'm preparing to inherit his money. The partner is granted with the most inheritance rights. I guess I'll inherit all of his money as his wife. So there's nothing I should be worried about, though.
You're no longer the Janice we knew.
The perfect wife and mother never existed, Nancy. Well, after the inheritance process is over, we'll be back to being strangers. So just forget about me. Goodbye, my ex-sister-in-law. Hey. Where's my money? Why did Millie inherit all of his money? That's ridiculous.
Janice, you really know nothing, do you? Well, if you knew better, you wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. I knew you had no idea about the inheritance process.
Huh? What do you mean?
First of all, you don't have any inheritance rights. Millie, my brother's daughter, has the right, unlike you. My parents and I also have the right as well.
Nancy! That doesn't make sense at all! I was his wife! Why don't I have the right? I should be the first in line as his wife?
Yes, the partner is always first in line. But if only you were the real partner.
What the hell are you saying? I'm his real partner, so it doesn't make any sense. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, everything makes sense. You're not my real sister-in-law, are you? You're not Millie's mother. Nor my brother's real wife. You're a stranger to our family.
What do you mean? I was your sister-in-law? Are you making fun of me? Stop being so weird. You don't make sense at all.
Janice, you weren't officially married with my brother, were you? Where are the official documents?
So what? I'm his wife even if he didn't fill out any official documents. What's the problem?
You don't have the right if you're not officially married. Your marriage is not fully supported by law without the official documents. Your case is different from other couples who are officially married.
Don't be ridiculous. I was his dependent. Our relationship was clearly written on our certificate of residence, too. How come I don't have the inheritance right?
Well, I'm not the one who made the law, so don't ask me. If you don't like the system, how about you become a politician?
I'm not talking about the system. I'm saying that we were a couple even without the official documents.
It doesn't matter how you think about it.
That's right, but I never thought I wouldn't be able to inherit his money.
My brother had already experienced a divorce with Millie's real mom, so he never pressured you to fill the documents. But he hoped to get officially married in the future. I guess it was a good decision that he didn't force you to fill in the official documents.
I should have filled them out now that I think about it. I should have just accepted his request about officially getting married.
Let me guess, you didn't want your last name to change. You're afraid that your boyfriend might find out if you officially got married. You haven't told him about being in a relationship with my brother, am I right? You really planned this out, huh? How smart of you.
Huh? Why do you know all of this?
I did some research about your boyfriend. He sounded really surprised when I told him that you were cheating on him.
What did he say? Is he gonna break up with me?
Not only that he's gonna break up with you, he agreed to pay compensation money. He said he was sorry, although he wasn't aware that he was being cheated on. He said he wanted to do something for Millie. We could always sue you, Janice.
Stop being ridiculous. Did he just dump me for his self-satisfaction? I even sold my house to remarry him.
You're the one who's being ridiculous. Do you know how selfish you've been? Do you understand how much trouble you caused the people around you? My brother, Millie, your boyfriend, they're all victims. You're not in the position to complain.
Okay, our conversation is not taking us anywhere. I am gonna take custody of Millie. I'm her mother. You can't stop me.
Did you understand what I told you earlier? You're not married to my brother. So you can't take custody of his daughter. You're a stranger.
What am I supposed to do now? I have no money, no house, no one to remarry. Oh, I can't make a living.
Well, good luck. I don't think I can help a stranger. Do something about it on your own.
I was your sister-in-law. I've been kind to you all this time. Can't you do something in return?
I always thought you were my sister-in-law. We weren't blood related, but you were definitely a good sister to me.
Then, can't you help me out? We used to be sisters. Remember?
But you ruined our relationships, Janice. We're back to being strangers now.
Don't say that! Please help me! Please!
I don't think I can. I'm busy taking care of my brother's daughter. Goodbye, my ex-sister-in-law. After our conversation, Janice went back to her parents' house, losing everything. Her boyfriend paid us compensation money as promised, and we asked her to pay as well for betraying my brother. Unfortunately, she was broke and had nothing she can give us, so her parents paid us on her behalf. Her parents were furious about what she did, and they're gonna make her pay them back when she's ready to. Millie inherited a huge amount of money from her father, but her lifestyle remained the same as before. She never thought Janice as her mother, and rarely interacted with her at home, so the disappearance of Janice from her life didn't have much effect on her. But the death of her father is a different story. She's been having a hard time trying to overcome the shock and sadness. She now lives with us at my parents' house, but it's going to take her some time to get back to her usual energetic self. Millie does have a lot of money, but money can never bring back her father. I hope she meets someone she can love more than her father in the future. But until then, we'll support her as much as we can, as her family.
Penny, are you home from school yet?
I'm leaving school now.
Okay, that works out then. I have to work a little late today. Just a reminder, tomorrow is the anniversary of Mom's passing. Can you please buy some flowers for us to place on her grave?
Okay.
Also, I hate asking this in a text, but is there anything you want to talk to me about? Do you seem a bit, I don't know, gloomy these days?
Huh? Everything's fine.
If you say so. I want you to know you can talk to me about anything, anytime. You know I've got your back.
I know, Daddy. Don't worry, I'm fine.
Great, I'll be home around 8 tonight. Would you mind taking care of dinner?
No problem.
Penny, where are you? Why aren't you home?
Sorry, I'm coming home now.
Do you know what time it is? You're still in junior high school. If you can't follow the rules like curfew, how can I trust you? What were you doing all this time?
I was having dinner with my dead mother.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Like I said, I was with my mother.
You were with your mother. You know Mom passed away when you were younger. Honey, I really don't understand what you're talking about.
I know you're lying, Daddy. I know the truth. You two got a divorce because you had an affair. She told me how she was sick and she couldn't take care of me. So the court awarded you my custody. I'm old enough to know the truth. You can't lie to me anymore.
I'm not lying. Tell me where you are. I'm going to come there right now.
I've already left the restaurant and I'm on my way back home now.
Penny, I don't know what's going on.
Don't try and get out of this. Because you can't. This is real. You can't run away from it. You know, I was really surprised when she told me she was my mother. But she showed me a picture of me when I was little. I could tell she often looked at my picture. I could see her looking at it with tears in her eyes.
What the... I don't understand. I saw Connie's body in the casket at her wake. You were probably way too young to remember it, but unfortunately, I'll never forget that.
I don't remember, and so I had no choice but to believe your lie. Never met any of Mom's family, relatives, so I never doubted your lie.
I'm sorry you didn't get to know Mom's family. They never approved of me, so we weren't close.
But Mom chose you over them, right? And you still cheated on her? Mom was crying. She wants to live with us again. She said if you're still single, she wants to give you another chance.
Wait. Let's calm down for a second. Penny, I never cheated on your mother, I swear. And I'm really sorry, baby, but Mom is dead. I swear. I don't know who you met, but she isn't your real mother.
But I've met her 3 times already. It didn't feel weird or anything. She knows things about me, things about you, Daddy.
Penny, I would never lie to you. You're too precious to me. And I would never knowingly make you sad. Don't you believe me?
I want to, but
I want to know everything from the beginning. Do you have the contact details of the person claiming to be Mom?
Yes.
I see. Once you're home, please text it to me. It may be a mutual friend or someone we haven't seen in a while. I don't know what they're up to, but there must be a reason they went through all this trouble.
I guess so. I don't really understand. But I'm sorry, Daddy.
It's okay, baby. I know you miss Mom. If you could be with her again, you would. I feel the same.
Yeah.
I thought it would make you sad, so I tried my best not to talk about her. But from now on, I'll talk about Mom so she can be part of our lives. So can you hurry home? I don't know what your intentions are, but how dare you try to get close to Penny by telling her you're her dead mother?
Oh, so the jig is up. Anthony, how have you been?
Let's stop with the niceties, Juliet. What do you mean the jig is up? Is this a game to you?
That's not a nice way to greet your sister-in-law. Just when Penny and I were becoming close, you had to find out. I have to think of another plan.
Plan? What do you want?
Well, I guess I can tell you. And Penny would have found out anyways with the marriage and all. I just wanted Penny to approve, so I pretended to be her mother. Just a little.
Marriage? Approve? What do you mean?
Our marriage? You and I should get married. It must be difficult raising a girl all on your own, especially around Penny's age. If you marry me, I'll be able to help Penny during this difficult stage in her life.
Excuse me, but I really don't understand what you're saying. Me marrying you. Hang on a sec. Aren't you already married?
Oh, don't worry about me and my husband. I'll divorce him.
Huh?
Anyhow, do you remember when you and Connie told my parents you're going to get married? And my parents were against it?
Yeah.
They were against you two getting married because I told them what a terrible person you were. I thought Connie would break up with you because our parents didn't approve.
What? Why did you do that? I mean, I never did anything to you. Because of that, Connie and I had to elope.
Because I liked you, Anthony. I've always liked you. But you were into my little sister and you fell for Connie and not me. And to forget you, I had to marry a man who was filthy rich. I had to settle. I told Connie I wanted you, but Connie wouldn't give you to me. It's all her fault. I mean, she took you from me. And because of that, my life has been a nightmare. Though my husband has a great salary, he's ugly, dense, and he smells. And our son, he takes after his father. What an awful family. I was afraid I'd be surrounded by these fugly people until the day I died. I really believed this. And around that time, I happened to see you and Penny walking around town together.
So what?
I knew it was fate. Even though you're older, you aged well, Anthony. You still look great. Penny definitely has her genes. She's a beautiful young woman. My dream family would be you as my husband and Penny as my daughter. Don't you agree? People often commented that Connie and I looked so alike we could be twins. I think this is a great opportunity for you as well, Anthony.
I don't think so at all. My wife is and will forever be only Connie. I don't understand what you're saying, Juliet. I'm shocked and furious you try to pretend to be Penny's mother. It's just wrong. Don't ever bother us again. I really need you to stop, Juliet. You waited for Penny outside her school and then tried to force her into a car?
You and Penny were ignoring my texts. It's all your fault. Besides, Penny and I spent time together in the past, so why can't I take her out for a drive?
She was only with you because you deceived her into thinking you were her mother. I've spoken to the police and filed a report.
What? You went to the police? Just because I wanted to spend some time with Penny?
That's not all that you've done. You continuously text us and call us. You stalk our house and Penny's school. Just the other day, our surveillance camera caught you trying to break into our house. You're on the verge of committing a crime. This is your final warning.
Why won't you choose me, Anthony? Connie is dead in the ground, and her sister is offering to marry you. I don't see what the problem is. There's little difference between Connie's DNA and mine.
DNA? What are you talking about? I don't care about DNA. I married Connie because of her kind personality and the way she smiled when she looked at me. Maybe you and Connie look alike, but you two have nothing in common. You used Connie's name to try to get close to Penny. Manipulating my daughter's emotions is not a quality I find attractive. Not only that, you talk about your family and want to abandon them. I don't want someone like that in my family. There's something seriously wrong with you. I have absolutely no intention whatsoever of even being in the same room as you, let alone marrying you.
I see. You're pretty stupid, huh? Someone like me is offering to marry you and you refuse? Do you have any idea how much money my husband makes? Over double, maybe even quadruple what you make. If I divorced him, can you imagine how much money I'd get? Penny would be set for life. But you want to throw away this wonderful opportunity? I don't know why I expected a low-level factory worker to make smart decisions. I guess that's why you chose Connie. All she had was a good personality.
That's right. There's no way I would fall for a woman who judges men only for their wealth and looks.
But it's a good thing I didn't divorce my husband. He's a good plan B. Though I hate to think I'll live the rest of my life with these fugly people, I have to admit I enjoy my life of comfort. And I can look down on you from the lap of luxury so you can rue the day you refused my generous offer. I guess I'll watch you and Penny live a mediocre life and laugh.
I wonder who'll be leading the mediocre life.
What? It'll be you and Penny, of course.
I contacted your husband. I knew which company he worked for. I sent him screenshots of the text you sent Penny and me.
Excuse me?
But it seems he's been thinking of divorcing you as well. He isn't happy that you never do any housework, and you often lash out at your son. Your attitude is an issue as well. He thanked me. He was worried about getting custody of your son, but thanks to the text, he's sure the judge will side with him.
You're lying, right? My husband is head over heels in love with me. He does whatever I ask him to do. Plus, he doesn't have the courage to leave me.
Everyone has their limit. He wanted to talk to you about this many times, but you always ignored him. If I married you, Penny would be set for life? What an arrogant thing for someone like you to say. You're ripping off someone else and trying to come off like the hero who's going to save my poor daughter.
Stop. You know I was just joking about that. Text my husband. I was just fooling around in the text you sent him.
I don't think that'll change anything.
Then marry me. I wanted to divorce my husband because I happened to see you and Penny. It's your fault, so take responsibility.
Juliet, you and I, we aren't family, friends, or anything. You are the one who started this crazy scheme, hurting your family, Penny, and me. You're the one that needs to take responsibility.
What? What'll happen to me? Anthony, what do you think I should do?
I really don't care at all. Oh, and there's one more thing. You said all Connie had was a good personality. But you, Juliet, there's nothing good about you. You're empty inside and out. After that, Juliet was served with divorce papers and kicked out of her husband's house. She said she didn't want a divorce and refused to sign the divorce papers. He took her to court where his petition for a divorce was granted and they were finally legally divorced. Juliet was expecting a large settlement, but because she did nothing, no housework, no child raising during their marriage, and she tried to cheat on her husband with me, her husband was able to sue her for emotional distress. She ended up receiving a small settlement of only a few $1,000s. Her husband told her parents what had happened, which led them to contact me to see if Penny was okay. We cleared the air after Juliet's lies about me. It had been 10 years since Penny last saw her grandparents. Their reunion was filled with laughter and tears of joy. Penny was thrilled to hear stories of her mother from her grandparents. Juliet begged her parents to let her move back home. But once her parents learned that Juliet had lied about me and everything she'd done with her family and pretending to be Connie, they were in a rage. They told her she was no longer welcome in their home and wanted nothing to do with her. It seems appropriate to someone who wanted to throw away her own family. As for me, I often talk about Connie with Penny, which has led to great conversations between Penny and I. I will continue to put Penny's happiness above everything that I do and protect her at all costs. Penny's a part of Connie and I want her to be happy, no matter what.